You know Primestar is the best value in satellite television.
But do you know just how good satellite TV can get?
Primestar is the only multi-channel TV provider that lets the customer have it all.
Great entertainment.
A choice of payment options.
Value-priced program packages.
And unparalleled service.
Are you following us so far?
And Primestar is the only one that offers a risk-free...
Risk-free.
Risk-free.
The only satellite TV provider to offer a risk-free guarantee.
Primestar is the source for great TV entertainment. And we're so sure we can deliver both a great product and service that we guarantee it.
Now, want to hear the best part?
It's that good.
It's that good.
It's that good! And now Primestar is even easier to sell. Primestar is that good, and we've made it easier for you to sell Primestar to your satellite TV customers. With the move to a unified company, we've streamlined our operation. Now we're one company with one voice and one vision, headquartered in Denver, Colorado. With 5 regional offices, a network of 59 local offices, and new operational procedures, Primestar will support your sales efforts more efficiently and effectively. We've simplified the installation process for you and for the customer. We've eliminated territory restrictions and standardized programming packages and pricing. And when a customer is ready to have the Primestar system installed, they simply call our new toll-free number to schedule an appointment. You can be confident that your customers will be well cared for. And once installed, they'll come to know Primestar's ongoing commitment to customer satisfaction. But don't take my word for it. Just ask our existing customers.
We love Primestar. Our friends call us the satellite people.
There's just something for everybody on Primestar. I mean, I enjoy the movies, the kids love the cartoons and the family shows.
I like the sci-fi stuff.
I catch a lot of sports.
I like the Prime Audio. It's very unique.
It was everything that they promised. Satellite television reception at an affordable price.
So I love Primestar.
Or you can check out the report from J.D. Power and Associates.
Primestar ranked #1 in customer satisfaction in 1997. Not just in comparison to other satellite TV providers, but compared to all cable and satellite TV companies.
That's customer satisfaction for the best overall service, including product offering, ease of use, price, and customer service. At Primestar, we stand behind the service we sell with our risk-free guarantee. Here's how it works. If a customer is dissatisfied with Primestar during the first 30 days after installation, Primestar will refund the monthly programming package and equipment costs. And in the unlikely event that maintenance is required, there's no problem. Primestar will repair that equipment at no charge during the applicable warranty or service period. With our risk-free guarantee backing up our unparalleled service, you can concentrate on presenting Primestar's other key benefits. Great entertainment, a choice of payment options, and competitively priced programming packages. Entertainment is the main reason people get satellite TV, and Primestar has over 160 channels of the best entertainment programming available. Viewers can find all the most popular networks, including 28 channels of movies, 37 channels of sports, 20 of family and variety. There's even 30 channels of CD quality music, broadcast in Dolby Stereo, and much, much more. Best of all, Primestar is the only one that groups all of the channels in easy-to-find categories. That means all the sports channels are in one group, movies in another, and family programming in another. There are over 10 categories in all. And with just the touch of a button on our revolutionary new Prime Finder remote, viewers can quickly find the great entertainment they're looking for.
Next on Primestar's list of selling points, a choice of payment options.
Primestar knows some people would rather own their satellite dish, while others prefer the flexibility of renting. And now your customers can make that choice with Primestar. Customers can rent the equipment for a small monthly fee or buy it up front at a competitive price. And for added flexibility, a rental customer can choose to buy their equipment at a later date. Rent or buy, it's the customer's choice.
Primestar also offers great choices with our competitively priced programming packages.
With so much great programming available, your customers will be glad to know there are 3 different programming packages and a wide variety of a la carte services to choose from. Primestar is packaged and priced to meet any need. Customers looking for the most economic package? Tell them about Prime Value. For many viewers, Prime Entertainment is the answer. And for customers that want the most for their TV entertainment dollar, there's Prime Hits.
For specific information on program packaging, pricing, and any special promotions, check out the Prime Star point of purchase displays, sales brochures, and collateral materials.
That brings us back to Prime Star's unparalleled service. Service that starts with prompt, professional installation and is backed by a risk-free guarantee. That's a pledge of 100% customer satisfaction during the first 30 days after installation, or monthly programming and equipment costs will be refunded. And a promise to repair equipment problems at no charge. On rented systems, that promise is good for as long as the customer rents and subscribes to Prime Star. And for purchase systems, for the life of the customer's warranty. With all these great options and a risk-free guarantee, what other satellite TV service could be that good and that easy to sell? Now, here are just a few ways to respond to customers about Prime Star's new offerings.
Service is very important to us. If something goes wrong, we want to know that someone will be there to take care of it right away.
Well, Prime Star offers a risk-free guarantee during the first 30 days after installation. Well, that means they'll repair any equipment problem at no charge. Now, on rented systems, for as long as you rent and subscribe to Prime Star, and on a purchase system for the term of your warranty.
Well, that's good to know.
And J.D. Power and Associates think so too. They rank Prime Star #1 in overall customer satisfaction. And not just up against other satellite companies, but compared to all cable and satellite TV companies.
Wow.
It's that good.
Honey, what do you think?
I think we should get it.
Me too.
Great. So, first thing.
I don't know about this whole leasing thing. I always like to own the stuff I'm paying for. I never even considered a car lease. So if it's my money, it's got to be my satellite dish.
Prime Star understands that some people would rather own their dish. So now you have the option of buying your equipment for $199. And with the current rebate, costs even less.
I can buy my own Prime Star dish. Now you're talking.
We don't want to pay too much for our monthly programming.
We're on a fixed income. Well, you can reduce your monthly programming costs significantly by purchasing your Prime Star system. And Prime Star offers its monthly programming guide at no additional cost. That's a $59 value each year. Other DBS services, they charge for their guide.
Let's take it, okay?
You know, I've been shopping these things around, and I prefer to buy the Prime Star system outright, but I just don't think I want to pay for it right now.
Well, with Prime Star, you don't have to make a decision to buy right away. You can rent the equipment to start and then purchase it at a later date. I mean, they're the only DBS provider to offer that option.
Okay, but what about service? I mean, I heard I had to make one phone call for the installation and then another phone call for the programming, and you know what? I just don't have the time to make all these phone calls.
Prime Star is a full service provider. They offer the added value of a convenient single source for installation, programming, maintenance, and billing. They even offer this risk-free guarantee. If you're not happy with the system, for any reason, up to 30 days after it's installed, they'll refund your monthly program package and equipment costs.
Well, it sounds like I can have it all. I mean, how good does satellite TV get?
Prime Star customers can have it all. It's that good. Great entertainment, a choice of payment options, competitively priced program packages, unparalleled service, and a risk-free guarantee.
What could be easier to sell?
What could be better?
Yeah, what could be better?
It's a winning combination.
Prime Star. It's that good.
Hi, I'm Nikki Crawford.
Hi, Merle Aiken. Hi, I'm Trevor Steinmark.
Hi, I'm Cynthia Carpenter.
Hi, I'm Bill Hoffman.
My name is Susan Edwards.
Hi, I'm John Russell. Hi, I'm Chris Sofinas.
Hi, I'm Abby Arrington.
Hello, my name is Bobby Hearns. Hi, I'm Susan Reisner. Hi,
Hi, I'm Tim Stockham.
Hi, I'm Ruth Huff.
Richard Peterson. Hi, I'm Dean Turek.
Hi, I'm Leslie Coleseller.
Kevin Hinshaw. Hi, I'm Scott Bates.
I'm Colette Carey. Hi, I'm Heather Reed.
I'm Eric Zimmerman.
Hi, I'm Kim Gordon.
Hi, I'm Mark Evans.
Prime Star, uniting the best.
One voice,
One vision.
one company, one Prime Star.
One Prime Star. One Prime Star. One Prime Star. One Prime Star.
One Prime Star.
One Prime Star. One Prime Star.
One Prime Star. So I believe the prospects for Prime Star Inc. are incredibly bright, but only if you agree, because you're the ones who make it happen.
and welcome to our June 16th live video conference. We have a very large guest list today, and therefore you will see a brief transition in the middle of our program so that we can get the other three folks on the show. Today we're going to discuss the package transition program that we're instituting beginning next week. This program is going to help our One Prime Star adapt to a new One database. This will help us simplify our communications with our customers. It will provide efficiencies at the call centers and also there in the field where you're operating every day. So we have a number of folks here that are going to take us through this step by step. Adam Nade is our Director of Packaging, Pricing, and Promotions, and Programming, whatever else Adam might want to do. But Adam is going to take us through the national pricing and packaging that he and his team have worked on diligently for the last 6 months. We have Leslie Colasello and Cynthia Carpenter, who will be joining us to take us through the actual communications plan and what will be happening to impact the customers and how many customers will be impacted. Ted Offerman, the Senior Manager of Fulfillment Operations, will take us through the nuts and bolts of the service codes and the database, and Mike Mossman will join us to talk about customer care and exactly how our customers will be handled at the call center. And then we'll take just a brief break and skip over to Kim Gordon, our Vice President of Integration Marketing. And Kim is going to introduce the summer campaign. That will launch on July 1st, and it'll take place over 60 days. And she will give you the name of the campaign, the offer, and all the exciting components of that, plus the field support that you will have. So I'm going to turn it over to Adam Nade, and he's going to take you through all the new national pricing and packaging and how we can, during July and August, introduce this and then build our customer base throughout the summer months.
Thanks, Bobby. July 1st is a date we've been waiting for a long time. After 4 years and 5 different sets of packages and prices, PrimeStar will have standardized pricing and packaging throughout the entire country, every location, every sales channel. This packaging and pricing will deliver a consistent message to the marketplace and help us to grow our business, provide efficient advertising, and help us to get customers who stay and pay. We started working on developing the new pricing and packaging several months ago. With the help of Lynn Bartos and research, with feedback from all of you and feedback from our customers, we set out to develop packages that would be competitive against all of our PBS providers and all of our competitors. We set out to bring our pricing in line where perhaps it was not, to provide flexible package options for all of our customers, to maintain the simplicity of our package structure so that it's easy for everyone to sell and understand, and ultimately to drive sales and increase customer loyalty. Over the next several minutes, I'm going to take you through the new packages, highlight the changes to what we did to our existing packages, and also talk to you about some of the new initiatives that we're going to be launching to provide additional purchase options and equipment leasing options to our customers. What I'd like to do now is take you through the 7 PrimeStar packages. First off, we've got Prime Value, Prime Entertainment, and Prime Hits. These are the 3 primary packages that all of you are familiar with. Prime Value is the same as it always was, with a couple of programming changes that Leslie will highlight. The price will be standardized at $22.99. A couple things I want to point out to you is that if you look at the pricing, we have unbundled the lease fee from the programming price so that our packages can be compared apples to apples to our competition. No more will PrimeStar's pricing be out of line when compared apples to apples. Also, you'll notice the package names. Very simple and easy to understand. Each package has a plus to it. Prime Value and Prime Value Plus, Prime Entertainment and Prime Entertainment Plus, and Prime Hits and Prime Hits Plus. Besides Prime Value, we also are offering a new package called Prime Variety, which allows the consumer to add the variety tier for an additional $5 or $27.99. Prime Entertainment has changed. The consumer can now pick any one premium service besides Stars and Encore. So one premium service added to the basic package and the tier for $34.99. Prime Entertainment Plus is a new package. It offers the consumer the choice to take any 2 premium services added to Prime Value and the Variety tier for $42.99. Prime Hits remains the same with Hollywood Hits, and the customer can also substitute Cinemax for any of those 3 premium services. And finally, Prime Hits, which offers the consumer all 4 premium services for $55.99. I'd like to talk to you about our new package, Prime Value Plus HBO. This is an exciting package that will drive consumers into retail at point of sale. This package is the first of its kind that offers the top 40 of our basic services, plus 30 channels of digital audio, your hometown regional sports network, and 4 channels of HBO for under $30. There is no package like that anywhere in our industry. It's very exciting, and Kim Gordon's going to talk a little bit about this package and where it will be positioned in our summer promotion. I'd like to walk you through some of the benefits of our new packages that we would like to have you communicate to our customers and what makes Prime Star's packages different than our competitors. First off, we have the 3 primary choices that I talked about, maintaining the simplicity of good, better, and best. The Prime Value, Prime Entertainment, and Prime Hits packages will be featured in all of our collateral materials. The other 4 packages will be available to sell at the call center and throughout all sales channels. We're also excited to introduce what we call true package savings off a la carte rates. We have standardized the a la carte rate for premium services at $9.99. This means that when a customer purchases a premium service in a package, each time they add an additional premium service, they get additional savings off those a la carte rates. These are true package savings, not fictitious savings that some of our competitors advertise. Customer flexibility to add the premiums they want gives the customer the ability to choose the premium services that they want in the package. We will not tell them what premium service to get. They can decide. We're also excited to talk about that Prime Star has the lowest cost per channel of any satellite provider across the board in all package levels. This means that when you compare the number of channels in Prime Star's packages divided by the cost and compare that to all of our competitors at the same package levels, we are the lowest cost per channel. While we might not advertise that, we will be talking about that. It's a great talking point on the sales floor to demonstrate that Prime Star is truly the best value in satellite television. I'd also like to highlight 2 other things. We have a new package which will actually continue called Prime Limited, and it was offered in the TSAT world, the former TSAT world. We're going to continue that package for Prime Star. It's at $14.99. It is a 90-day save package that allows our customers who perhaps are going through some financial difficulty to stay with Prime Star for 90 days. And there'll be more information coming out about that package in the coming weeks, but it will change slightly from the package that exists today. There's also a competitive chart which is available in all of your training materials. And I want you to just take a quick look. It's hard to read on the screen, but if you look for your training materials, it's a great resource for you to compare the package prices with Prime Star, Dish Network, DirecTV, and USSD at all levels, and to truly show the customer why Prime Star is the best value. Next, I'd like to talk a little bit about our a la carte pricing. We repriced many of the a la carte services to make them competitive on an individual basis, but also to provide package savings as well. I already addressed the premium a la carte price at $9.99. We also have standardized the variety tier at $6.99, and that will be a discount passed to existing customers and will be highlighted by Leslie Colacello in a few minutes. We've changed network pack pricing. We're now offering the consumer 2 options. They can purchase East or West Coast feeds of the broadcast networks, subject to the SHIVA restrictions in their area, for $3.99 each. Or, if they are able to, purchase both East and West feeds for $6.99, and they would get savings there. We are also offering a $1 per network feed a la carte price for customers who can only receive or only choose to receive one of the single broadcast networks. We're excited to introduce a new price for customers who move or transfer. Cynthia Carpenter and her team worked extensively on this program, and we've determined that about 20% of our voluntary disconnects move every year and disconnect because they're moving. We want to make move pricing something that is very simple for the customer so that they don't even have to think about reconnecting to PrimeStar. The new price will be $19 per outlet when they move or transfer. And this way we can keep every single customer who moves throughout their tenure with us. Sports Tier and Playboy TV stay the same, but I would like to highlight the change to the additional outlet pricing. We are going to be charging $8 on the equipment lease fee, which really hasn't changed. But what has is there's going to be an additional outlet fee at $5.99 for all the outlets in the home. Not per outlet, but all the outlets in the home. Which means that if the customer has one additional outlet, their price will be $13.99. If the customer has more than one outlet, their price will be $8 per box. Next, I'd like to talk about some of the new options for consumers to get equipment with PrimeStar. We really have tried to address the issue regarding the monthly lease fee. And a lot of people have spent a great deal of time coming up with this new program, a new initiative called the Value Lease. Sales spent a great amount of time on it. It's an exciting initiative. Essentially what it does is it allows the customer to pay a little bit more up front to reduce their monthly bill on the equipment lease. So on the primary outlet, they will spend $99 collected at the time of installation to reduce their equipment lease fee to $3 per month. And, of course, they get all the benefits of leasing equipment. The comprehensive in-home service that PrimeStar is famous for. On the additional outlet side, we're pleased to introduce a value lease pricing also. The consumer can pay an additional $49 collected at time of installation per outlet. This will reduce their lease fee on each box from $8 to $3. So the monthly cost on the first AO will be $8.99, and all additional outlets in the home will be $3 each per month. This new pricing will be introduced to all new customers on July 1st, and we are currently working on introducing discounted value lease pricing to current customers. You'll be hearing about that in the coming weeks. Next, I'd like to talk about our equipment pricing for customers who choose to purchase PrimeStar equipment. New equipment will still be priced at a suggested retail of $199. We will continue to offer new equipment at Radio Shack for $149 during the summer promotion. We also have special pricing for what we call customer buyout, or customers who decide that they would like to purchase their equipment after they've leased it to eliminate the monthly rental fee. For customers who have been with PrimeStar for less than a year, the price will be $149, and for customers who've been with PrimeStar for more than a year, we will reduce their equipment buyout price to $99. New customers who buy refurbished equipment, that price will remain at $149. And lastly, I'd like to address the extended warranty for equipment purchase. As you know, when customers buy equipment from PrimeStar, we back them for 12 months with a comprehensive warranty on all parts and labor. After 12 months, we're going to introduce an extended warranty. At $3 per month, the customer will get house full coverage on all their equipment in the entire home for $3 per month. It covers anything that happens, and they won't have to pay anything out of pocket. That will be a great value for our customers to continue with the PrimeStar service. Lastly, I'd like to just highlight a couple of key dates and training resources that we're making available to you. Again, beginning on July 1st, all new packages and prices will be launched to the entire company throughout all sales channels. Commercial pricing will be standardized around the current TSAT prices for commercial packages. And in July and August, we'll be adding and changing some pricing, and it's reflected in the training materials that you have. But we will need till probably late July before we can get all of those codes into the system. And the extended purchase warranty pricing will probably be ready to roll out on or around August 1st. Lastly, we have the great training materials that have been worked on by Steve Bernstein, and a lot of people have made contributions to it. We thank Steve for all of his contributions and Bill Barkman for all his help in getting the information distributed. And this package has gone out to training coordinators throughout the country, And we also have a sales video for the new packages and prices, which is going to be shown a little later in this broadcast.
Great. Thank you, Adam. Just a couple of follow-up questions, just to reinforce some points. I believe this is the reference guide that was sent out to everybody in the last week or so. It's the Prime Star Package Transition July 1998 reference guide. This has all the details, so if you had trouble reading some of the screens, you can look through here and look at the very detail with which this program was put together. Secondly, Prime Value plus HBO. This is just for new customers.
That's
Is that
correct. Prime Value plus HBO is a promotional package that will be promoted heavily at point of sale, but is really available to new customers. We are not making this package available to existing customers except on a save basis or if they call up to request it.
Great. And then we're still following the good, better, best model with Prime Value, Prime Entertainment, Prime Hits, and everyone will note that we have taken the lease fee off of this national pricing, and I think that will help us tremendously, especially at the point of sale and at the call centers. When new potential customers call, we can talk apples to apples when we compare Prime Star to any of our competitors without having that on there.
That's right.
Right. Okay. And value lease and extended warranty, I'm sure there'll be a lot of questions about that, and there'll be more information going out about those programs in the next few weeks. What I'd like to do now is turn this over to Cynthia Carpenter, and Cynthia is our Director of Loyalty Marketing. She's responsible for retention programs and works very closely with the customer care group at the call centers. Cynthia has analyzed what is going to happen to all these customers with the assistance of Leslie Colasello, and of our 2.1 million customers, we're going to touch about 400,000 of them on July 1st, and she's going to take you through what those activities will be. And then Leslie will talk about the strategies we're going to employ to sustain our revenue base and move people up into other packages. So I'm going to turn it over to you, Cynthia.
Thanks, Bobby. Well, as Adam mentioned, we had a huge job in front of us to pull everybody together. And really, this effort to pull together new prices and packages for one Prime Star was our first team effort. So it absolutely touches every point in the organization, not to mention our customers. And it was a huge task. Overriding all of the objectives is obviously retention. Adam's new pricing and packaging plan has really given some great tools to help our customer contact representatives retain customers at the point of contact. So just to reiterate some of those save tools that we have available now, all the plus packages, those are some new and creative ways that you can keep customers. You can give them sort of a safety net under the package they might currently be in, help them to continue to receive all the services they like, but maybe at a different price point that's more comfortable for them. Another real plus here is the move package pricing. As Adam mentioned, it's $19 per outlet for customers who are moving and keeping Prime Star. We think it's very important to really reward customers for their loyalty as they decide to retain Prime Star when they move. So that's really a key, and we're very happy to implement that right away. Also, we have a value lease. Right now we're testing some pricing and packaging plans to our current customers, and we hope to roll those out in the summer. We think the value lease will be a very powerful save tool. On top of that, we've got the equipment purchase program, and customers who really feel strongly that they want to own their equipment now have an option, and not only can they own their equipment, but they can lower their monthly Prime Star invoice. And finally, as Adam mentioned, we are reworking the Prime Limited package. We will continue to offer that package. It will be just reworked to include a few different services. The price point still will be $14.99, and it's important that that package will be for a limited time of 90 days to get the customer back on their feet. Other objectives, not to mention retention, and obviously we really needed to communicate to these customers that the packages are now simpler, they're standardized, they're easier to understand. So it's really not just about standardizing our database, which of course is important, but it's also about making sure that the customer has some simple, easy to follow choices. Clearly, we want to make sure that we limit the inbound traffic to the call center so that each customer can be handled with the ultimate care and the award-winning service that we know that we can provide. And then finally, other objective was to preserve revenue, and Leslie's going to go into detail on our plan to do that. As far as our strategy for communication went, clearly we wanted to keep it simple, because the simpler, the better. We planned in a very phased way to communicate to those customers who are immediately impacted by the change in price. Leslie will go through what those specific groups are, but first and foremost, we're talking to customers who are going to see a decrease in their bill. We think we're going to make them very happy, not only make them happy, but provide them a great reason to upgrade to one of our new packages. We will be notifying select customers just by direct mail of the decreases. And it's important that this is just a notification. There will be no offer in the direct mail. But later, we will outbound select groups of customers with a targeted upgrade offer starting around mid-July. For customers that are facing increases, which are of just a handful, probably about 30,000, we will grandfather those customers. We will not just throw through an increase to any customers. Everybody will be grandfathered. And we will communicate that to them in a very targeted way, offering them various packages that might provide, as we mentioned, the same value, but for a price point that they're comfortable with. It's important, too, to know that if a customer calls in and transacts with us, either an upgrade or a downgrade, they will be put into the new prices and packages. We think if a customer is changing their packaging, they would expect different prices, so this shouldn't be really an issue. We're working very closely with the customer care centers on all the training and the programs involved around customers who do transact. But it's important, too, that if it's a non-monetary transaction, such as ordering a guide or calling for service, they will not be put into new prices and packages. So we will be grandfathering all increases as well as customers who would be just staying the same. Now I'm going to turn it over to Leslie, and she'll talk about the specifics of our communication. Thanks.
Thanks, Cynthia. Actually, as Bobby said, it's always great to deliver good news to our customers. And as of July 1st, over 400,000 customers will be realizing a rate decrease. That's probably the best news we can give them. Another set of good news that we have for them is we have some exciting programming changes that I will highlight at the end of going through the migration strategy that are occurring over June and July. Essentially, what I'm going to outline today is I'm going to outline each version of mail piece that we send out to the consumers, the quantity of these mail pieces, as well as the specific target audience that we're talking to. The first group was the dollar decrease people. There was about 15,000 of these individuals who received a dollar decrease. We are going to direct mail these folks as well as telemarket them in mid-July. The TSAT, this group is mainly the TSAT customers, Prime Entertainment plus Showtime or Cinemax a la carte. The second group of customers is our largest group of customers that are realizing a rate decrease. These are the people realizing a $2 decrease as of July 1st. We have direct mail and telemarketing out to these folks as well. The first group is the TSAT group, about 205,000 customers, made up of the Prime Value only customers and Prime Entertainment plus HBO a la carte. The second group is the Comcast Prime Variety customers at 39,000. What's really great about this particular group, the TSAT group, the 205,000 customers, is we were actually able to go in and credit score those folks. So essentially what we're going to do when we actually go out and telemarket these people, we're going to be able to design offers based on what we feel our customers can pay for. This way, we'll give customers the ultimate satisfaction with their programming, as well as we will not get them in trouble financially so they're not non-pay out the back end, which Cynthia probably wouldn't be very happy if I did that to her. The third group of customers are the $3 decrease customers. There's about 40,000 of these folks. We're going to be direct mail and telemarket. They are the TSAT Prime Value plus Variety through a la carte customers, as well as the Prime Value plus Showtime or Cinemax a la carte. The next group of customers will probably be the happiest group at a $4 decrease. There's about 38,000 of these people. We are going to direct mail and telemarket as well. And these are the TSAT Prime Value plus HBO a la carte. What's really good to note about our telemarketing efforts is they will all be different offers geared towards these specific groups, and we will have more specific information, oh that's a tough word to say on a video conference, at a later date so that you'll understand exactly what offers are going out to these folks and what they'll be being offered and hopefully what they'll upgrade to. The next group of customers, we will not be telemarketing, they will just receive a direct mail piece. These are the folks that have additional outlets. They are the Comcast 3 or more IRDs, there are about 6,000 folks. The Time Warner 3 or more IRDs with 9,000 people. And the Media One 2 or more IDs with about 47,000 people. As you can see, their rate increases are anywhere from $5.95 straight through to $6.99. So I think this will also be there'll be a very happy group of customers as well receiving these types of decreases. Eventually, we will telemarket these folks to try to upgrade them to higher packages if their credit scores deemed valuable for us to do that. The next group of great news was the programming changes that occurred beginning June 1. I'm sure you're all aware that the Golf Channel has moved to the variety tier. This allows over 80% of our customers to see this channel as opposed to a very small percentage of them prior to this. Another change that we have occurring as of July 1 is ESPN2 is moving to the Prime Value package. This allows over 100% of our customers to actually see ESPN2. The additions that are also happening as of July 1st is ESPN News to Prime Value. That's a new service for our customers that they haven't been able to see, so that's a pretty exciting change as well. These programming changes over the next 3 or 4 months throughout the summer are going to be communicated via the Prime Star Program Guide. 4 color ads will be in June, July, and August for the Golf Channel, and July for ESPN communicating these changes, as well as 30-second on-air spots to show Cross Channel, Prime View 1, and our Prime Cinema Barker Channel, as well on Channel 123. What does happen with the addition of these programming changes, though, is our channel lineup changes slightly with the addition of ESPN News to the lineup. And I'll go through all the specific changes that happen to our lineup as of July 1. ESPN News, ESPN2 News, will be on Channel 7. That will be in the News and Information genre pod. It will also go on Channel 168 in the Sports genre pod. What happens in that News and Information, since we're adding ESPN News to Channel 7, anywhere from Channel 7 to 22, whatever channels are on those numbers, will be shifted down one. So for Channel 7, what was originally on Channel 7 will now be Channel 8. What was originally on Channel 8 will be on Channel 9, and so forth down to Channel 22. The sports shuffle that's going to happen within ESPN, within the sports pod, is ESPN News is going to be added to Channel 168. Classic Sports moves from Channel 173 to 169. ESPN2 moves from 168 to 170. ESPN Alternate, the first feed goes from 170 to 171. ESPN2 Alternate goes from 171 to 172. And CNN SI goes from 172 to 173. So as you can see, we have some great opportunities to talk to our customers over the next 6 months. Not only will we be talking to the folks who have the decreases, but we will be actively upgrading these people throughout this 6 months so that they will transact through upgrading as well as them calling in for when they call in to actually upgrade or downgrade and side grade.
Great, thanks Leslie. Just a couple of questions. There's been a Golf Channel preview the month of June. That concludes on the 30th?
Actually, we're going to run that a few more days into the month of July just so we have a chance to actually contact all those current golf customers and let them know what's happening. The Golf Channel, the people who already have the Golf Channel, who subscribe to it through an a la carte premium service, they actually will be receiving a direct mail piece if they have the variety tier to say, great news, now it's on the variety tier and you don't have to pay any more separately for the Golf Channel. The other group of customers are those golf customers who do not subscribe to the variety tier. We will be doing outbound telemarketing over the next couple weeks to have them so they can upgrade to the variety tier to keep their continuing coverage of the Golf Channel.
Great. So if anybody calls as a golf customer or is interested in golf, they can subscribe to the variety tier for $6.99 a la carte or as part of their package at a discount. So remember that when you talk to our customers. The other thing with the channel lineup, there will be tier address messages, TAMs, on the actual television so that when the customer tunes to the new channel, they'll have a reinforcement that it is the new channel for each of these networks. And one other thing, the direct mail pieces. We thought we should show you the direct mail that we sent out to the 400,000 customers who are receiving a rate decrease. And Cynthia Carpenter, oh, wow, we have it there on the slide. How beautiful. As you can see, we sort of took a celebratory position in this. We have fireworks, and it's appropriate for the July time frame, as well as for the great news that we're delivering to 400,000 customers that they're getting a rate decrease of as much as $7, but at least $1. I just wanted to reinforce one more thing, Cynthia, while you're on camera, if we could just reinforce what's going to happen to those folks who would get a rate increase, because I'm sure some of you have done the calculations on your lunch napkin and realized that some folks would get a rate increase with these new national packages. So maybe you could talk just a little bit more about that, Cynthia, and let folks know what will happen to them.
Well, first and most important is that we will be grandfathering anybody getting an increase, or that would be getting an increase. So the only time that an increase would hit them, so to speak, is if they were to transact with us and upgrade to a different package or downgrade to a different package, then they would be getting a decrease.
So if they ask for a guide or they call for a service problem, they're not going to see any increase.
They will see no change in their package. Then, in a very targeted way, we do plan to communicate to those customers and try to get them into one of the new packages that fits their needs. And what it might also include is offering them something like the value-based option depending on their tenure and if they're really what we seem to be as a loyal customer. So we definitely want to reward customers, and we definitely will not pass through an increase without very targeted marketing for those customers.
So without grinding into the detail, I think what Cynthia is saying is that we're still analyzing 1.6 million customers and looking at the detail of their packages and where exactly they'll be going, and then structure a customized message to each of those folks, whether it's through the call center or another direct mail campaign. So there may be more details for you coming in the future, but for now, they're grandfathered.
Absolutely.
Okay. I think right now I'm going to toss this back to Adam because he's intimately involved with the development of the sales tape and the training video. So Adam, for you to introduce, and then we're going to switch our panelists. We'll have Ted Offerman, Kim Gordon, and Mike Mossman on when we come back.
Thanks, Bobby. This new sales video, which we're about to show you, runs about 12 minutes. And I would like to thank Steve Bernstein again for all of his help in putting it together. It does a fabulous job of walking through all the packages, better than I think I did a few minutes ago, and really explains in very simple terms how to sell PrimeStar's programming packages in a very smart way. It also walks through some of the value lease pricing, which I talked about. So I think you'll find this to be a tremendous resource for you. This video was just completed right before we went on the air and will be available for wide distribution next week. And Bill Barkman will be coordinating that out of the Denver office. So if we could go ahead and roll the PrimeStar packaging and pricing sales video.
PrimeStar. It's that good. And starting July 1998, it gets even better. How do you improve a great entertainment product? With even more programming choice, flexibility, and value. Introducing PrimeStar's expanded national programming packages. Now, selling PrimeStar will be even easier, with offerings that include 3 enhanced and 4 new national programming packages. That's 7 packages in all, each with standardized pricing, and an additional lease plan that lowers monthly costs and more. These exciting changes make PrimeStar the most competitive satellite TV provider in the marketplace.
It's that good!
And they make PrimeStar easier than ever for you to sell. Take a look. Many customers have asked for a broader selection of programming packages at a better price. So we've expanded our national packages from 3 to 7. In addition to our 3 primary offerings, Prime Value, Prime Entertainment, and Prime Hits, customers can now choose the premium services they want with Prime Value Plus, Prime Entertainment Plus, and Prime Hits Plus for just a few dollars more. There's also Prime Variety, which includes all of the great programming found in Prime Value and the 16 channels of the Variety tier. We'll review the specific package offerings and prices in a moment. But first, here are some other great programming changes on the way. Sports fans will cheer the addition of ESPN News. An all-sports news network, ESPN News features continuous scores, highlights, analysis, interviews, and more 24 hours a day. Airing on PrimeStar Channels 7 and 168, ESPN News appears in all national programming packages beginning July 1998. Prime Value customers will be happy to discover that in addition to ESPN News, ESPN2 will move into that package from the Variety tier. And the Variety tier will get a boost when the Golf Channel transitions from a la carte to a package service. To accommodate the addition of ESPN News, you'll see a few channel number changes in the news and information and sports blocks. So check out the new PrimeStar channel lineup for specifics. And here's one other small programming change you may have already heard about. The Cinemax family of premium movie channels has changed its name to Multimax, with its individual channels now called Cinemax and MoreMax. Customers that qualify for the broadcast networks will find some changes coming their way as well. Now, these viewers may select from either an East or West feed package for $3.99 per month, both packages for $6.99 per month, or an individual network like ABC East for just $1 a month. Now, here's a closer look at each of the 7 national packages, their contents, and monthly rates. Keep in mind that the rates quoted are for programming. If the equipment is leased, monthly rental fees are additional. This allows the customer to make a simple apples-to-apples comparison to the other satellite TV services. They'll find that PrimeStar's new packaging and pricing set the standard for customer flexibility, choice, and value among all satellite TV providers. PrimeStar continues to offer 3 primary packages, giving the customer a choice of good, better, or best value. But for added flexibility, we've added an optional plus to each package, providing a choice of premium services for only a few dollars more. Here's how it works. For good value, there's Prime Value, with popular services like CNN, the History Channel, VH1, Nickelodeon, and the new ESPN News. And access to the 14 channels of Prime Cinema, 1 pay-per-view channel of Playboy TV, and the 30 digital audio channels of Prime Audio. That's a total of 73 channels of great programming, all for only $22.99 per month. For customers that want the most programming available without additional premium services, there's Prime Variety. All of Prime Value's entertaining lineup, plus the 16 channels of the Variety tier, for a total of 89 channels at $27.99 a month. Next in line, at only $29.99 a month, is Prime Value Plus. This delivers Prime Value's entire lineup, plus the 4 premium channels of HBO for great entertainment at a price that can't be beat. As a matter of fact, PrimeStar is the only satellite TV provider to offer a basic programming package with HBO for under $30 per month. Customers looking for a better value, they'll want Prime Entertainment. It delivers all 73 channels found in Prime Value and the Variety tier's 16 services, like the Sci-Fi Channel, Turner Classic Movies, and now the Golf Channel. But we're not done yet. The customer also chooses 1 premium service from a list that includes Stars Encore, multi-channel HBO, multi-channel Showtime, and Multimax. That's up to 94 channels, all for only $34.99 a month. Prime Entertainment Plus lets the customer select a second premium service for a total of up to 98 channels for just $42.99 a month. And for customers that want the best in satellite TV entertainment, there's Prime Hits. All of the programming excitement of Prime Value and the Variety tier, and the best of Hollywood, with Stars and Encore, multi-channel HBO, and multi-channel Showtime, all for only $49.99 a month. But there's even more, because the best just got better. Take Prime Hits, add the 2 premium services of Multimax, and you've got Prime Hits Plus, the ultimate in movie entertainment, all for an unbelievable $55.99. With so many great programming choices, your customers are sure to find just the right package to suit their interests and needs. In addition to new programming packages, PrimeStar is also offering a new lease option as well. While our recent offering to purchased edition receiver has made us more competitive in the marketplace, for most customers, our lease option remains a better value. So, to provide the lower monthly rate of a purchase and the worry-free service of a lease, PrimeStar now offers the Value Lease Plan, along with the original lease and purchase plan. After a one-time upfront payment of $99 plus installation, the equipment rental fee is only $3 per month. That's a savings of $7 per month compared to our original lease plan. And in addition to providing in-home service for the life of the lease, it eliminates worries about owning equipment that may become outdated. With these great benefits, the Value Lease Plan is sure to be a winner. When talking with your customers about PrimeStar, there are some important selling points and customer benefits to keep in mind. Questions about programming? explain that PrimeStar's new flexible programming packages make it the clear choice among all satellite TV providers. Your customers can easily match their viewing interests with one of 7 different packages and a wide variety of a la carte services. And with programming prices ranging from $22.99 to $55.99 a month, there's a PrimeStar programming package to meet any budget. We've even simplified our premium services a la carte pricing with one simple rate, $9.99 per month, the lowest rate among all satellite TV providers. And here are some important selling points for sports fans. In addition to a la carte services like the regional sports network tier and professional team sports seasonal packages for baseball, basketball, and hockey, look for ESPN's out-of-market packages for college basketball and football, and Major League Soccer, coming this fall. Another key selling point is just how easy it is for your customers to get PrimeStar. With 3 different plans, PrimeStar is the only satellite TV provider to offer the option to purchase or lease the satellite equipment. Our purchase option lets customers buy a dual LNB system satellite dish and receiver for a low $149, plus the cost of professional installation. And with purchased equipment, whole home viewing is just $5.99 per month for all additional receivers beyond the initial one. The purchase option even includes a full year of unparalleled service with our worry-free in-home service. For most customers, PrimeStar's leasing plans deliver the entertainment value they're looking for. With the original lease plan, the customer simply pays $10 per month in addition to their monthly programming package fee. The benefits? Only a small upfront cost for professional installation. And finally, for customers that want the flexibility of a lease and a lower monthly rate, there's the PrimeStar Value Lease Plan. After a one-time fee of $99, customers pay only $3 monthly for equipment rental, in addition to their programming package. That's a $7 monthly savings over the original lease plan. Plus, there's the continued security of PrimeStar's worry-free in-home service. What to tell customers about PrimeStar versus the competition? It's no contest. PrimeStar is the only satellite TV service that includes 30 digital audio channels, 10 channels of regional weather, and one of our 22 hometown regional sports networks in all programming packages. And PrimeStar is the only service to offer a package with over 40 channels of programming services, 30 digital audio channels, and HBO, all for under $30. Best of all, PrimeStar's programming packages have the lowest cost per channel of any satellite TV provider. To help your customers understand all the great options now available with PrimeStar, be sure to familiarize yourself completely with these exciting changes. Check out support materials, new sales brochures, and point-of-purchase materials for more information. That way, you can offer every customer the services that best fit their needs and interests. More great entertainment, a variety of payment options, and competitively priced programming packages, all a part of PrimeStar's commitment to setting the standard for customer flexibility, choice, and value. PrimeStar, it's that good, and easier than ever to sell. Now, it's up to you.
And welcome back. I've lived in Denver for 8 weeks now, and they've told me if I don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes. The same is true of my panelists here. So if I didn't like the first one, I've got a new group now. So I'm going to move very quickly from that video, and it was an excellent video and went through all the detail, and thanks a lot again, Steve and Marguerite and all of you who worked on that. I'm going to move right to Ted Offerman, who's going to take you through some of the details of the operational impacts of this change to one database. He'll talk about the timing issues as well as exactly what you can expect in the field when you go to use your database, build quota, use service codes, etc. So, Ted, there you go.
Good afternoon. As Adam, Cynthia, and Leslie mentioned, we are standardizing our pricing and packaging. Well, we're also standardizing our policies and procedures. So I want to speak a little bit about that, as well as the PrimeStar Inc. billing system structure and some key dates that everyone needs to be aware of. To increase customer satisfaction, fulfillment, installation, and service needs to be more efficient. To accomplish this, we need all customers in one database. So how are we going to get there? Well, as of June 23rd, 1998, 1 week from today, all new sales will be built in the PrimeStar Inc. database, 8970. Now, the way 8970 is broken down is like this. All residential customers, all new residential customers, as of next week, with the exception of the master agents, will be built in 8970 1000. All RS&I customers, as of next week, will be built in 8970 1100. CBS 1200, Metron 1300, and Resource Electronics will be in 8970 1500. All of the independent agents out there, the customers that they bring in as of June 23rd, will be built in 8970 1700. And then we have the Pruin 2000 reserved for commercial use. Okay, now some dates that I want to touch upon and make sure that everybody understands these. Again, as of June 23rd, all new sales must be built in the PrimeStar Inc. database. On June 24th, existing Comcast CSG service codes and code tables are going to be changed to the new PrimeStar Inc. codes. Now, this includes all service codes, service call, reason and resolution codes, work order types, scheduling categories, adjustment reasons. Pretty much every code that's available out in CSG is going to be switched to the PrimeStar Inc. codes for Comcast on that date. Let me give you an example of that. If you're currently working in the Comcast database, say 8406-5100, on June 23rd, you may be using a resolution code for a service call. Maybe, for example, 100 might equal swap IRD. That will work on June 23rd. However, on June 24th, for the Comcast, that's going to be switched to the new PrimeStar Inc. database code. So whatever the swap IRD is on those codes, that is what will work on June 24th. The other code will not work any longer. Okay, back to the dates. On June 25th, the same thing's going to happen for existing Time Warner and Media One. Their service codes and code tables are going to be changed to the new PrimeStar Inc. codes. Another example of that I'm going to give you is in the Time Warner database. Today, the Prime Value package, I believe the code in the Time Warner database is CE. That will work on up until June 24th. After June 24th, the new PrimeStar Inc. case, today, the Prime Value package, I believe the code in the Time Warner database is CE. That will work on up until June 24th. After June 24th, the new PrimeStar Inc. code for the Prime Value is VP. Go in to the Time Warner database customer on June 25th or June 26th, CE will no longer work. Okay, a few other dates. June 27th is the Comcast Prin merge date, and that is where all existing Comcast customers are going to be converted into the new database 8970. So as of the end of June the end of this month, June, the only customers that will be in the new database are going to be all brand new sales from June 23rd on, as well as the Comcast customers are going to be converted on the 27th. Also, what this means is Comcast customers are going to have a new account number. Instead of their account number beginning with 8406, now going to begin with 8970. And on July 1st, the existing TSAT and Cox service codes and code tables are going to be changed to their PrimeStar Inc. codes. Okay, just a few other dates a little bit later on down the road. August of 1998, TSAT and Cox are going to be converted into 8970. October of 98, all Media One, existing Media One customers are going to be converted there. And sometime in December, all the remaining existing Time Warner customers are going to be converted into 8970. So by the end of the year, all customers are going to be in one database. So we will finally have one voice, one vision, one Prime Star, and finally one database. I don't know if understand the scope of this, but over the next 6 months, there's going to be all existing 2.1 million customers are going to be converted into new database, and all customers are going to have basically a new account number. So it's a pretty major undertaking. Okay, a couple of other additional notes I want to point out. On June 23rd, from that point forward, quota or time must be allocated in the 8970 database for your specific area for all scheduling calendars. What this means is, for a while, you will be managing 2 scheduling calendars. The new Prime Star Inc. database 8970, as well as any other existing database, be it the Time Warner or TSAT or Media One. You'll need to manage both of those scheduling calendars. Also next week, we will be sending out a policy and procedure, an operational policy and procedure manual to all regional and territory offices. We're also developing this P&P manual on soft copy to be made available to all FSPs over the internet, and that's going to be happening very, very soon. And then just one other date that I wanted to point out was on July 1st is when the new red light, green light shiver restrictions for broadcast networks are going to be implemented. Please make sure that everyone is aware of that, and if you have any questions about that, please feel free to call in and ask about that in the question and answer period. Okay, shifting gears a little bit, a different issue that I want to address is on some fulfillment forms. There's been some confusion with the forms that are supposed to be used, so I think we have some slides here. As of June 23rd, the following forms must be used for all new customers. Some of our sporting events are blacked out, and landlord permission and some other key important things. And then the last form, when applicable, is the notice of cancellation. And for those of you who are not familiar with the notice of cancellation form, it is a form that we must give to all new customers at time of installation, with the exception of sales that are initiated in retail stores. So if it's a Radio Shack, AVB, a MARTA sale, the NOC form must not be given in those situations. If it is given by mistake, we still have to honor it, but please don't give it in those types of situations. Okay, some other fulfillment forms that are available is a customer order form, which is just a generic order form that people can use to sign up a new customer. Sorry we missed you door hanger that our techs can use. Go out and roll a truck to complete an install or do a service call and the customer's not there. You can tag the door with this and leave your phone number. They can call you back to reschedule. And the Prime Star Inc. folder, which your technicians can take out, hold all these various forms I've already spoken about to then keep them all consolidated in one place. Our print vendor for all the fulfillment forms, again, this is just for fulfillment forms, none of the marketing pieces, but for all fulfillment forms, it's National Graphics, and they can be reached at 303-777-6868. All of these forms are now readily available. I hope everyone has them already in hand. If you do not, please order, call National Graphics today and order them so that they can get them out to you before June 23rd. That's it.
Just a couple of questions. You said there will be 2 calendars for managing quota for installations. And how would you recommend these folks handle having both of these calendars?
Okay, good question. First of all, the most important thing is to be aware that there is 2 calendars, and know which specific management areas you are working in. And should you have any questions about any scheduling, quota, or time, please get in touch with your regional offices. They'll be prepared to answer any questions that they may have.
Would it be recommended using just one of them, or do they need to use both?
They're going to need to use both.
They will.
Skipper campers, yes.
Okay. And all the service codes you went through, there's going to be a ton of different service codes. You used some examples on package names and how they're going to change. Where is the reference for this?
The reference is being sent out this week. There's a comprehensive list of codes, all service codes, adjustment reason codes, trouble call, scheduling calendars, or scheduling categories, which are going to be quite different for a lot of what a lot of people are used to. They will be sent out later this week via fax, email, all different sources.
So there'll be cheat sheets for everybody to use so that they can use the 8970 service code.
Exactly.
Okay, great. We're going to turn this over to Mike Mossman, who's the Vice President of Customer Care. And Mike and Cynthia and all of us have been working very closely together throughout this transition period. I should mention there is one more customer communication. It's a third page that will be attached to the invoices of most of our customers for the July billing. And that will explain some of these account changes, sales tax changes, a number of things, including their price changes. Mike, we're going to try to handle this so that you don't get overwhelmed by calls from our customers. But just in case that does happen, maybe you can take us through who's going to handle these and how you're going to deal with the volume.
Hi there. I'm Mike Mossman, and I'm the Vice President of Customer Care. And I appreciate your concern, Bobby. And we do have a lot of plans in place because we are certainly anticipating some increased questions from our customers. And today I have the pleasure in my organization to work with over 2,000 dedicated customer care folks in sites all across the country, including Englewood, Colorado, Boise, Idaho, Dayton, Ohio, and then of course our partners at EDS. You know, I'm really looking forward to the next couple of weeks, and that's not because there's not going to be challenges. Clearly there will be. But you know, this is a huge, huge step for us to continue to move closer to an environment that is hassle-free and seamless for our customers. And what will take place over the next 2 weeks has been a result of a significant amount of work, but it's certainly moving us in the right direction. In addition, there are numerous new tools that are going to be available to us that we have not had in the past. And this will, I think, help us in revenue generation as well as in the all-important retention. For the first time, I think, we're really going to be able to show how PrimeStar value adds up against our competitors and on a national basis. And I think this is a huge advantage that we have not had in the past. And I'm very excited about the results I think we will be driving out of all of our customer care sites because of these new tools. And I thank all the other departments for working with the customer care organization and listening to the customers to determine what is important so we can continue to raise the bar on both revenue generation and retention. Now let's take a look at where the calls are going to be serviced, because I think this will illustrate where calls are going, and I know there's been some questions about that. So if we go to our slides, we will see that basically we have 5 sites. And in our Rocky Mountain region, where I have just recently moved to, and I must say I'm thoroughly enjoying working with the folks in Denver, we have in Englewood, Colorado, 325 FTEs, or full-time equivalents, better known as customer care representatives. And I'll run through the areas that they'll be servicing and handling. They'll be handling what was formerly known as TSAT service, 1-800-PrimeStar, TSAT and Cox 1-800-PrimeStar, retail support line, help desk, pay-per-view, our customer advocacy team, technical support, and when we do launch High Power, we will be testing it out of our facility in Englewood. Now let's move a little to the northwest, to the great northwest, to a site I'm very familiar with, which used to be my former home, and that's Boise. And in Boise, which is our largest customer care facility, we have 575 folks there, and they are in the process of growing that site to somewhere around 750 customer care representatives. They will be handling what was TSAT service, 1-800-PrimeStar for TSAT and Cox. And in addition, they will be taking on, a week from today, Comcast service and Comcast field agent support in the Meridians facility. And I think that the Comcast customers and all of the folks that are associated with Comcast will be pleased with the service they'll be getting out of the Boise site. Now let's move into the heartland of the United States and a location I've had the pleasure of being at and where we have some of the most dedicated, hardworking employees I've had the pleasure of working with, and that's our Dayton, Ohio facility. And in Dayton, they're going to continue to handle Media One service, along with 1-800-PRIME-STAR for Media One, and then of course Media One field agent support as well as retail. And lastly, as we progress across the country, we now end up on the East Coast, where our partners from EDS have 2 sites. And in our Charlotte facility, where we have 445 customer care folks, we have the handling retail installation, Cox service, and field agent support. And then in Mechanicsburg, our EDS counterparts will be handling Time Warner service, 1-800-PRIME-STAR for Time Warner service and Cox, and field agent support for Time Warner sales and service. So that kind of gives you a feel of where the calls will be routed effective a week from today. And clearly the next question you would have is, what have we been doing to prepare for this? And I'm delighted to say a significant amount of work has gone into it. The entire month of June we have spent training our customer care representatives on the various aspects and new policies and procedures related to this roll-up towards the end of June. And I really want to take this opportunity to tip my hat to our training organizations, those folks at the national level and at each site location, because they have done a yeoman's job in preparing our sites, and we have had over 8,000 hours of instruction and training delivered to our folks in all these sites. So indeed a daunting task, but they've really done a superb job, and I offer my sincere thanks. In addition, and this is equally exciting, we are deploying a new technology that will allow us to communicate in real time to all of our customer care representatives as opposed just to certain sites. Our technology individual, Misty Roll, along with working with Mike Merritt's IS organization, have really been making a lot of headway into getting this technology, and we believe we will realize this by 7/1. And in the environment in which we operate, which is very competitive, changing, it is critical that we have real-time access to new policies, competitive information, as the ebbs and flows of our business change. And this will allow our customer care representatives to see this consistent information at their fingertips, at their various desktops. So we are very excited about this. This is a major step for us. Lastly, let me talk about a couple other programs that we have going on in the sites. And we're excited about both because we're seeing some positive results. One is, as you know, we are focused very heavily on retention. And some of you last Friday with the conference with our new CEO may have heard Dan O'Brien referring to or have seen a t-shirt he was wearing that had Retention 911. And that is a program we have going on in our centers right now that is really focusing on retention of customers. And let me kind of walk through what we're doing. When a customer calls and wants to voluntarily disconnect, our customer care representatives will make every effort to try to save the customer at that point. Everyone in the customer care organization is dedicated to that, and that's what I would expect of everyone. However, in the case we are unsuccessful, then through an internal process, before the customer is actually disconnected, we will attempt to contact the customer within 24 to 48 hours and chat with them again to see one last attempt before they leave us if we're able to save that customer. And our initial results appear to be very positive. Customers we're able to contact, we're seeing very good results, and I know that goes to a lot of the hard work of people calling these customers back, and again, thank you for that. Couple this with our Customer First program that we'll be launching, in which we are going to be initiating welcome calls. And some of you may have gotten calls when you've taken your car in for auto service, and they call you and they just to make sure that your car was serviced correctly, and I think that is a very favorable impression. We're going to be doing the same to our new customers to let them know that we are concerned, we do care about them, And if there's any initial problems, we want to capture them. At that point, respond quickly as a service organization, whether it be fulfillment or customer care, respond quickly and make sure that they're taken care of. And so we think that that's going to have some very many positive benefits. The other thing that we're focusing on, and we want to get very consistent, is how we handle our customers who would rather speak to us in a different language, primarily Spanish, than normally what we would have in English. A number of our sites, we have a very consistent policy in how we address this. We are moving towards a consistent policy in all of our sites. So if a customer calls us and they wish to speak to us in Spanish, we'll make it very easy for them. Because what's important is we speak whatever language is most comfortable for them. Because they're a very important customer to us, and we are in the process of standardizing that. So we offer a smooth, consistent opportunity to, and make it very easy for folks to do business with PrimeStar. Bobby, that's about all I wanted to cover today. I appreciate the opportunity to come and join this panel, and it's been a lot of fun, and thank you for the opportunity.
Thanks, Mike. Are there any feedback loops that we've built in through the call center if we start getting responses from the customers regarding this package transition? Anything that the folks out in the field, do they have any services available at all from your group?
Absolutely, absolutely. Within each of our sites, we do a significant amount of monitoring. And what monitoring is listening to calls and hearing what the customers are saying. In addition, we have individuals that are looking at processes and procedures, both external, which would be our paying customers, and internal, which are inherent to our business, and see which one of those are perhaps being very frustrating from an external customer standpoint or an internal customer standpoint. And so we report on these on a weekly basis so we can see what the trends are and then make adjustments as appropriate that really are more customer friendly or from a good business decision standpoint. Secondly, what we would do is at a national level, if you will, we will take information, work very closely with the sales group, the marketing group, fulfillment, working with Ted's group to look at, again, are there policies or procedures that we can adjust or modify that are really helping us towards our key objectives? One, and two of those right off the bat are revenue generation and retention. So clearly we'll be listening to see how the customers respond to these new policies and procedures, and I think that if we need to make some adjustments, we absolutely will.
So we'll have a reporting system, so we'll understand what we can do to help support that portion of the organization as well. I hope you all jot down your notes regarding the package transition because we are going to change gears dramatically. Kim Gordon is with us. She's our Vice President of Integration Marketing, and she's going to introduce our very exciting Hot Summers, Cool Prices, July and August campaign. And hopefully we'll generate tens of thousands of new sales. And here's Kim to introduce us to the program.
All right, thank you very much, Bobby. And everyone out there, listen up, because I have some very cool things to share with you right now. We do have a summer promotion that is going to be kicked off right at the end of June for July and August, and it is terrific. I'd like to get into the elements of the promotion and then also share with you some of the contents of the toolkit that we have for all of our points of distribution out there. As Adam alluded to earlier, we have a terrific promotional package, and that is Prime Value plus HBO at a price point of $29.99 a month. Now that is a terrific package. It's 77 channels, including 30 channels of audio and 4 channels of HBO. Now no one else has a package out there at a price point anywhere near that. Nobody can touch it. And I think it truly is the best value in satellite TV. We also are introducing 2 ways to get PrimeStar. One, of course, is the original lease, which has been so popular with our customers, where the customer really pays nothing for equipment. Remember, there's no dish to buy. And for $10 a month, they get the use of the equipment. They get free in-home service, worry-free service should they ever need it. There's also a guide, a free guide that we send out to our customers every month. Well, we also have the new concept that you've seen, the value lease. And with the value lease, the customer can choose to pay an additional $99 up front on top of their installation. And then it reduces their monthly payment by $7. So for $3 a month, as opposed to the $10 for the original lease, for $3 a month, the customer gets all of the benefits of Prime Star: the use of the equipment, the in-home worry-free service, the guide, and it's really a question of what your customer wants from a budget point of view. Some people would rather pay a little bit more up front to enjoy a lower monthly payment, while others would prefer nothing down and a little bit higher monthly payment that they can budget for. The promotion also includes the rebate, the $50 rebate that we've become accustomed to. It still seems to be working for us in the marketplace. So that brings the installation price down to $99 after rebate. And there's some exciting news about the rebate form for everyone. Instead of handing those out at point of sale or at installation, they'll be mailed to our customers in their welcome kits. So they'll receive them via first-class mail. And I think that that's going to ensure that our customers get the rebate forms, get them on time so that they can send it in and take advantage of it. Also, as part of this promotion, our customers will be getting the first month free of the Prime Value Plus HBO programming package, and there's also the Prime Finder remote that's included as part of this promotion as well. Now, let's take a look at some of the sales pieces that we've developed to support the promotion. We'll start out with the workhorse of all of our sales pieces. This is our flyer or our freestanding insert, which can be used in newspapers. And as you'll see, it contains all of the information about the promotion. The $29.99 price point, which we believe is very strong, will cause your customers to stand up and take notice. That's prominently featured, as well as the first month free. There's also some information about the value lease, how that works. On the back, you'll find all of the information about Prime Star's packages, including a channel-by-channel listing of what's in each package. There's also some of the key bullet points about the Prime Star service, what we include, kind of the things that we hang our hats on and differentiate Prime Star from our competition. And you'll see the white space down at the bottom. That's available so that this can be customized for use by agents, and also it can include specific information about an event or other things that we might be doing as part of our sales process. I also have a couple of brochures that I'd like to hold up for you that are parts of the kit. These brochures can be used as standalone pieces, or they can be used as direct mail. They both have plenty of room on the back for customization as well. The contents of the brochures are pretty similar, so I'll go through the larger one. The promotion is outlined on the front, and on the inside we have the specifics of the offer that we're making available in July and August. And on the inside, there's everything you could ever want to know about Prime Star. All of the package information is detailed, as well as some of the bullet points about what's important about Prime Star and the benefits to the customer. Also, as part of the kit, we have some door hangers and direct mailers that I'd like to show you. I think there's a slide. Yeah. Door hangers and postcards, which are available for use in the field. They are both customizable, and you'll notice something about these two pieces. They are not full color like some of our other materials, and we did that for a very specific reason. We got some input that a lot of times, especially in more rural America and small towns, people like their materials to have a little bit more of a local feel. When customers would see door hangers or postcards or pieces come into their home that were full color, they thought, this looks expensive, so therefore Prime Star must be expensive too. So we're trying to do something that has, a more local feel that's a little bit more appropriate for use in certain markets. And it's just one more thing in the toolbox that you can choose to use or not to use. We also have ad slicks available for use. These are the large versions of these ad slicks. There are also very small versions that can be used to meet whatever kind of size requirements you might have with newspaper advertising. As you can see, it's basically the $29.99 promotion, but they each take kind of a different approach and a different look, so that you can customize your advertising, maybe run them in series, or choose one that you feel might appeal a little bit more in your marketplace. We also have some materials available for use at point of sale. There's a banner that can be used in a showroom or at an event or something along those lines. There's a button which pins onto a salesperson's lapel, which asks customers to ask me about PrimeStar's hot summer savings. And there's the rebate form. And again, you won't have to distribute the rebate form at point of sale. They'll be sent to customers with the welcome kit, and that's going to go out via first-class mail. Now, I'd like to say just a few things about how to get these materials. If you are looking to order materials and to receive these for use in the sales channel, your point of contact is either your PrimeStar region or your master agent. And if you are an agent who is coming into the program, or if you have not yet been introduced to the master agent who will be taking care of your needs, I would encourage you to contact the PrimeStar region or your current point of contact at PrimeStar, and they can hook you up with the appropriate folks to make sure that you can order your materials. And I'd also like to apologize. One of the things that in the Integration Marketing Group we feel is very, very important is to make sure that everyone in all of our sales channels has all of their materials in time for use on the first day of the promotion. And I think that's going to be really tight this time. We tended to run really kind of slow with getting our promotion together, I think with rolling up and making sure that we were meeting everyone's needs. It didn't happen on time. And I'd like to apologize for that. We're going to be real tight getting it out to you by July 1. But our commitment in the future is to make sure that everyone has their materials in hand before the promotion starts. Also, I have one more piece that I'd like to share with you, and that is the dangler. Do we have the PrimeStar dangler? I think we have it somewhere. There it is. This piece hangs from the ceiling in a retail showroom, or you can use it in a tent at an event. And it's kind of a fun piece that just calls attention to what our promotion is. And that's just one of the pieces that are available in the kit. We have a lot of changes in this kit, and I anticipate that the kit over time is going to evolve to really meet your needs more and more as we all get better at this. But I'd like to hear what you have to say. And specifically, Allison Bowman back in Denver would like to hear what you have to say about this. If you have any comments or suggestions or ideas for new materials, if you could just drop Allison Bowman an email back at PrimeStar, she'll be able to incorporate your feedback into the new kit. So thank you and good selling.
Kim, where else will we see media about this program? Is there television, radio, print advertising?
Absolutely. You'll see quite a bit of advertising. You'll see television advertising, there's radio, there is newspaper, there's all kinds of things that are planned for the marketplace. Also, we'll have copies of the television advertising and the radio that will be customizable for agents' use out there. These will not have any of the PrimeStar tags on them in terms of directing callers to 1-800-PrimeStar or to visit a specific retailer. You can take them down to your television station or radio station and tag them with your own information. And they'll be available for your use very, very soon. And they're in the works right now as we speak.
Great. Thanks a lot, Kim.
Sure.
And good selling to everybody. I'd like to open up the phone lines, and the phone number is 1-800-883, excuse me, I didn't bring my glasses, 6516. So if you will, oh, great, it's right here. 1-800-883-6516. So if you want to call in now, a couple of things, disclaimers. We have a bridge here in Philadelphia, and since this is our last video conference here, the bridge sticks, and we don't have a toolbox to fix it. It's been sent to Denver. The other thing is we still have Adam, we still have Cynthia, and we still have Leslie here. So if you have any questions for them, we're going to sort of jury-rig them into the program here, and they will get up, grab a microphone, and there we go, and answer the questions that you might have. So the weather changed again, and we have 6 panelists back here, and I'd like to ask you to call 1-800-883-6516, and we have 3 calls, so let me take them one at a time. I will repeat the questions. Okay, give me your name, please, before your question.
Oh, I know that person.
You know.
Busy.
Okay, we're waiting for the calls. It's that bridge thing. Okay, I'm going to ask some questions myself. Adam, the extended warranty. I think this might be the first time that a number of folks have heard about an actual plan to institute an extended warranty. So maybe you could get into that just a little bit, what it will entail, what is the service level, and when there'll be service codes available to support that.
Thanks, Bobby. There's still a lot of work that has yet to be done on the extended warranty. We have the pricing established, but there's a lot of work that we're going to have to do with Ted's organization in terms of how it's going to be incorporated into the work order and how we're able to distinguish between customers who have the extended warranty and those who don't. So I would expect that in the next 30 days, these policies and procedures will be finalized and these billing codes will be added to the system. So there'll be more to come on that, but it is an exciting opportunity for our customers who purchase their equipment.
Okay, great. So we'll have more details in the next 30 or 45 days. In the meantime, we will not be selling this extended warranty to our customer base or to new customers.
That's correct.
Okay, great. We're still trying to get some calls in through here. I don't hear anything. I have to get feedback over here to my producer.
Too bad their phone bridge doesn't have a worry-free in-home door.
Yeah. You know what, Steve? We might want to do is take the questions and just pass them in, because they're probably important questions, so I'd rather not miss them and skip the technology and get to the questions. Okay. I think we have someone. Hi, Roger. How are you? And what is your question today? Okay, so a seasonal rate. Adam, I think this question's for you. Will there be a seasonal rate for, as Roger says, snowbirds, folks who go to Florida for a few months of the year and then come back north?
Actually, I'm going to turn this question over to Cynthia. She's been working on this.
That's the mic. Yeah, we've been talking about this, and right now I think we're generally at about $10 a month for the seasonal rate. We are really looking at that and trying again, as Adam has been doing with everything else, synthesizing that. Where the question comes up is, how do we handle seasonal customers who have the value needs? So we do have the standard seasonal rate, still $10 a month. Those are for customers who want to leave their home for the winter or summer and continue their Prime Star service without disconnecting. But we are working on the variations of seasonal, which are those for the value lease or equipment purchase. So essentially, value lease or equipment purchase.
So essentially, Cynthia, they were continuing to pay their $10 lease fee.
Correct.
Their equipment rental fee, and now with the value lease, we're not sure exactly what that difference is in cost. Okay. So we'll have a program out.
In July, we will have that.
Probably sometime in July. Okay, great. So I'll have information about that. Any other calls? Roger, do you have any other questions?
Nah, that should do it, thanks.
Okay, great. Thanks a lot for calling in.
Yep.
Okay. Mike, back at the call centers there. Any anticipation for what call volume is going to be like the next few weeks? The direct mail is hit. Have we seen any pulse at all in the response from our customers?
Yeah, we have, and we anticipate actually call volume for June and July to be heavier than what it normally would be, because as we adjust things for customers, even things that are for their benefit, they may still have a question and they may want to contact us to get clarification on. So we're anticipating that we'll have the opportunities to chat with most of our customers over the next couple months. But this is also a good opportunity too, because it gives us a time to make sure our customers explain things, or we explain things to them. And again, I have all the confidence in the world we're going to do a nice job servicing it. So, but I would guess the next June, July, and August call volume is going to be heavy.
Great. So we're trying to limit some other activities, like the outbound calling, until late July. So we have another call. Hello, who's on the line? Hello? You want? Okay. Ted, any operational issues that you can anticipate? Are we getting any calls from the field based on what they've, what's been communicated to them so far?
Yeah, we get a lot of calls on this, and I'd just like to stress that there's a lot of support staff in Denver. Anything that's confusing, don't know, please feel free to give us a call, as well as all the regional offices. That's one of the reasons why we have regional offices there is to help communicate processes, procedures. We get to know your regional office, all the operational people there, and by all means, call. If you're when in doubt, call, and don't just assume.
Any calls back there? Yes, we do. We have someone on the line. Hello?
Yes, can you hear me?
Barely. If you could speak up just a little bit.
Yes, I'd like to find out if the customer will have the option to buy the system after he's already done the value lease.
Okay, so the question is, and Adam, I think this comes your way, does the customer have the option to purchase the equipment after they have bought into the value lease? So July 1, I'm a new customer, I decide to give you $99 and I get $3 a month in the lease. Then I decide, you know what, I like this so much, it never breaks, I want to purchase it. Is there that option?
That's correct, that's the question.
Okay.
Great question. These are really hard questions. I feel like I'm on Jeopardy here. But I think I can
You would
answer
have the answers, or no, you would have the question.
I answer that question with a question. I think the answer to your question is, if the customer has the value lease, they have all the benefits of ownership without needing to own the equipment. They pay an additional amount of money up front, and they're getting the benefits of the in-home service that PrimeStar is famous for. So I guess the first part of my answer is, I don't think they would want to or need to, but if they choose to, we would offer them the same deal that we would offer to any customer who wants to buy the equipment after they've leased it. And that's the buyback program, which I shared earlier, meaning if the customer had been with us for less than a year, the price is $149, and for more than a year, the price is $99. So their price is not any less than what a original lease customer would pay.
Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does.
Great. We have several calls on the line, so when you get on, please speak up. Hello? Okay, we have someone here on the line.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Yay.
I've got two questions for you.
Two questions.
The first one, after they have their installation, can they change and get the value lease, let's say 6 months down the line?
Okay, that's the one.
And the second one is, there was a date mentioned of July 1st having to do with red light, green light.
Okay.
Could you tell me what that was about?
Okay, let me get the right folks here on the line for you. Adam, the first question is, after they've been installed, so they get installed with the original lease program July 1, in September they want the value lease. Can they then buy into the value lease 3 months later?
A great question. The answer is yes, they can. And the price is currently being analyzed and determined. I can tell you that we do plan to offer the customer a discount if they've been with us over the original value lease price, or the price that they would pay as a new customer. But we're not prepared to roll out the pricing today, but I can tell you that in the next week or two, we will roll that out. And yes, the customer will be able to get the value lease at a discount and reduce their lease fee to $3 per month if they choose to pay a little bit additional dollars after they've leased for a while.
Great, so the simple answer is yes, they can reduce their monthly fee, but the upfront payment hasn't been decided.
That's correct.
The other question, Ted, I think is for you. red light, green light for Shiva. I think these folks would like to have a little more insight into what that means to them, how that's going to operate.
Okay, well, there's going to be more information coming out on the red light, green light policies and procedure, hopefully next week. But what that is referring to is the whole Shiva rules in regards to the 4 broadcast networks, ABC, CBS, NBC, and Fox. In the past, as everyone probably knows or should know, we used to have to screen customers by asking, can you get a reasonable picture of, if they wanted networks, can you get a reasonable picture of using your rooftop antenna or cable or whatever. And basically it was just based, it was just based on the customer's response. And if they said no, we were allowed to sell it. This is going to change on July 1st. All of the networks have provided zip codes that they have deemed either red light or green light. Red light meaning you're not allowed to have that particular network in that zip code. Green light meaning, yes, it's okay to have that. And the authorization for those channels are going to be blocked based on that red light, green light. So look forward to getting more information about that process probably next week, as well as a list of all the zip codes who are red light.
Great. We have several more questions, so let's move on to the next caller.
St. Louis?
Hello.
Yeah, hello. My name is Steve from St. Louis.
Hi, Jay. And your question?
Basically, dealing with the 1-800 Primestar leads. It used to be before in the past that the leads were sent into the call center and they were given the opportunity to sell the customer the product. And what had happened before in the past, if they weren't able to make the sale there, they would send those leads out as what was called a soft lead to the field. And we were given the opportunity to recontact the customer and try to establish a sale. Are we going to continue that procedure now, or what's the disposition on that?
Mike, the question is to Mike Mossman, and that is that the 1-800 Primestar leads, if we could not close them at the call center, they were sent out as a quote-unquote soft lead to the field to see if the folks there could close these folks. Will that continue?
That was successful. Let me, Jay, I'll have to get back to you because I'm not entirely sure if that's going to continue or not, but if it's successful, that's certainly something we would want to continue. And tell you what, I will get back to you. You're in St. Louis, and we'll get back to you and let you know on that. So that was a good question. I apologize that I don't know the answer to that.
Right. Well, it's Steve in St. Louis.
Steve, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
All right, Steve.
Thank you.
Great. Thanks for the call. Next call, please.
I'm calling from the Syracuse call center.
Hello.
And Cynthia had mentioned that the seasonal rate would be $10 a month.
The seasonal rate is $10? Mm-hmm.
And we had received documentation last week showing $15 a month for the first IRD. And I was just wondering if I could get some clarification on that, please.
Okay. Apparently at the Syracuse call center, Cynthia, there was documentation sent last week that said the seasonal rate is $15 a month. So she would like some clarification on that. And Ted, it looks like you might
I might be able to
know the
jump
source
in.
of this too.
I think what Cynthia was getting at is they're designing a program where it's going to be $10 a month. At TSAT, in the past, it was on the primary IRD, it was $15 and $10 on additional outlets. That whole entire program is being reviewed. May very well end up being $10. We will let you know what the final outcome is. Until that time, I guess the best way to put it is it's business as usual. So if you were communicated that it's a $15 rate and it's a TSAT customer, go ahead and use that. Some of the other partners may have been using $10, so it would be business as usual for them too until we roll out a national policy and procedure on the snowbird seasonal activity.
It seems to me that we are definitely caught in this trying to unite 5 separate organizations with pricing, packaging, policies, procedures. So just bear with us and we'll keep getting the details out to you as they're finalized. And we have another caller, please. Go right ahead.
Hi, this is Wendy Brookstein, Northeast Regional Training Coordinator. I have a question regarding additional AOs. What you're saying is if I move and somebody wants to get PrimeStar reinstalled, it's $19. But if they want to add additional outlets, it's going to be $75 at the time that they get PrimeStar installed, or $99 if they do it after the initial installation. Is that correct?
I think what we need is a clarification on the additional outlet fees at installation and then at transfer if they move from one home to another. And Adam?
Another very great and hard question. I'd be glad to answer that. Yeah, AOs can cause a lot of confusion. It gets pretty confusing. At time of installation, and this was the cost of the monthly fee, correct? Or the cost of installation?
This is
on
the
AOs.
installation.
The installation on AOs, I believe, is $75 for to get a second outlet installed in the home. And of course, the monthly price we talked about on the first outlet, $13.99, and all additional outlets, $8 per month. If a customer was to move or transfer based on the new pricing to get any outlet installed in the home, so the primary, the second, the third, the fourth outlet is $19.99 each, or $19 a piece. No matter how many outlets they have, $19 a piece.
So the total cost, Adam, if I'm a new customer, it's $99 plus $75 if I have a rebate coupon, so $174. But if I have those two outlets and I'm transferring, it's $38 to reinstall them.
That's
Is that
correct.
Okay. Wendy, does that help?
Yes, it does. Thank
Okay.
you very much.
Thanks,
Great.
Wendy.
Bye-bye.
Okay, we have more calls.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, this is Jim Williams from Sydney, Ohio.
Hi, Jim.
I wanted to tell you guys you're doing a great job.
Thank you very much.
A couple of quick questions. One is the guide
Uh-huh.
on a purchase. Does the guide still come free every month?
Yes, the guide is part of the monthly service. Yes, and it will continue to be delivered to all of our customers, whether you original lease, value lease, or purchase the equipment.
Okay, and is that one per each IRD?
Yes, that is.
Okay. And the other question was from our technical guys, the grandfathering of the networks. Are the networks going to be grandfathered in at the current rate?
Yeah, the question is, are the networks, the broadcast networks, going to be grandfathered? And yes, they will be grandfathered. They will be grandfathered actually for the long term. We're going to make sure that those folks do not get a change in their price, because most of those price increases could be pretty dramatic. So we're making sure that they are grandfathered for the long term and will not change transactionally, and they're being protected through the database.
Are they going to be grandfathered in if they have one side at $3.99?
Whatever their price is today,
Yeah,
they will be
they-
grandfathered at that price.
Whatever they have right now, they'll be grandfathered in at
Yes,
that price?
that's exactly right.
Okay.
Okay?
And then if they want to change or upgrade, then they'll be upgraded into the new pricing.
Yes, they would move into the new price.
Okay.
Yes.
Sounds great.
Okay?
Thanks.
Great. All right. We have quite a few questions here, so we're going to try to move right through them.
Yes,
Go ahead.
this is Tim from Columbia, South Carolina.
Hi, Tim.
Has there been any thoughts on an option for consumers who failed a credit check?
Any options? Anybody want to toss this? The question is, are there any considerations for how we would handle consumers who fail the credit check? Anybody want to field that? Nope. We don't want to touch that one. I'm not sure that there are any options. I know we're working very closely with Best Lessner. And, and then purchase.
Yeah.
So do you want to know if there's an option other than purchase for those folks?
Correct. My understanding is the new purchase program, they will have to go through a credit check.
I believe that is the case, because a big part of retention is bringing in the right customers. So we're looking very carefully at credit, and then building a predictive model so that we can anticipate how customers will behave throughout their life with PrimeStar. Cynthia would like to answer or address part of this question too, so I'm going to turn it over there to Cynthia.
We were just saying that for customers who fail a credit check, it's important that we have decided to steer away from offering the purchase option to those customers. Not only does it cost the company a lot of money to sell the equipment to them, but then we risk having them go non-pay. So we really are trying to steer away from offering a bad credit risk customer the purchase option. Value lease option is something, though, that we can offer them. So
we're, in the interim, not turning away any customers, but really kind of pushing them towards value use fees that'll reduce their monthly out-of-home payment.
Okay.
Right. We have 6 calls on the line, so without being rude, I'm going to try to move through these pretty quickly because we only have about 15 minutes left. So, next caller, what's your question?
My question is, when are the commercial accounts going to be incorporated?
When will the commercial accounts be incorporated?
Yeah.
Adam seems to know the answer to that.
Good question. Commercial pricing, it's very simple. We would love to have had commercial pricing codes set up in the billing system for July 1. And I'm going to tell you right now, our financial ops folks have done a fabulous job at getting us ready for this July 1 launch. And kudos to Lisa Frank, Nikki Bryant, and Crystal Chalk. It's just that we can't do it all at once. So in the meantime, in the interim, we're going to keep the TSAT commercial pricing packaging in the database. And then probably towards the end of July, we will make a few changes to the existing pricing, just a very few changes, and that pricing will be available going forward. But all new customers beginning July 1, TSAT pricing packaging, later in July, the new prices, which again, just 3 or 4 different changes.
Okay.
Okay, I was under the impression that we could not sign up any more commercial accounts until further instructed.
Sorry.
The impression that they could not sign up any new commercial accounts.
That's not correct. Absolutely, you can sign up new commercial customers beginning July 1st under the TSAT pricing and packaging.
Okay,
So go for it. Sell, sell, sell.
Thanks.
You bet.
Okay. Let's move on to the next call. And caller, are you there?
Pat from Las Vegas.
I'm sorry, your name?
Pat from Las
Pat?
Vegas.
Great. Hi, Pat.
Okay, the other caller had part of my question was on the commercial end, and I also had a question on the MDU.
A question on MDUs. Is it related to the package transition or the database?
I'm just not hearing anything about it, so I'm just interested to see if we're going to do anything with MDUs.
Ted, do we know anything about doing anything with MDUs?
Well, I'm not real familiar with the entire commercial program, but I do believe we have a plan to aggressively go after MDUs. I don't have the phone number in front of me right now, but we do have an 800 number that you can call our commercial department at PrimeStar Inc., and they can certainly answer any and all questions regarding commercial, including what the processes are regarding MDUs.
Okay. So, Pat, you're in Las Vegas?
Right.
Okay. Someone will get back in touch with you and get that 800 number to you.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Yeah, if you could get his number, that would be great, too.
Pat, if you could call, also, if you'd like, you could send an email to J.R. Bresnick in Denver. I'm sure he could answer that question for you as well.
Okay. Hello? Could you identify yourself?
From Lynchburg, Virginia, and I have 2 questions. One on this shave on the red light, green light. Will that affect our current customers if they're in a red light now, or we have to cut them off now?
Red light, green light. Red light customers are grandfathered? Is that the case?
All existing 2.1 million customers will not be affected, even if they get disconnected, say for non-pay, and then 3 days later they restart. They will be grandfathered. They will not be affected on that. This is primarily for brand new customers moving forward.
Okay, and the second question?
On the price of the sale, I heard it was all going to be $149, and now I understand it's going to be $199 for new equipment.
Adam, this is a question about the purchase price of equipment, $199 versus $149.
Yeah, that's correct. $199 is the suggested retail price for new equipment. We are offering a $50 early bird promotional discount at Radio Shack only at this time, at least to the end of the summer, but that price could change after the summer promotion. But new equipment, $149 at Radio Shack. All other sales channels, though, the price is $199.
Okay, thank you.
Great, thank you.
Thank you for the question.
We still have a lot of calls here on the line. We're going to try to handle the next 10 minutes, so keep them coming. Hello? Hello? I hear someone.
This is Dan from the Austin office.
Hi, Dan.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Good. How are you? What's your question?
Doing all right, thanks. I had one quick question.
and it was in regards to starting July the 1st, we're supposed to have 77 channels involved in the Prime Value Pack.
Uh-huh.
And I sometimes have had customers in the past, because we used to have 67. And I've had customers in the past get kind of upset because they call it misleading. And how does it break down into those 77 channels? Like, what is it, 15 pay-per-views, and then all, like 20, 25 DMX channels, and then we have some new channels coming? I'm sorry, I don't if y'all went over this already, but I had joined this call a little bit late.
Okay, Dan. Adam lives for these questions, so
All right.
he has all the details for you.
Okay, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, thanks for the question. We make sure we count our channels almost every day because we know that our customers count them, and they want to know where we got that number. We have 43 channels in Prime Value, and that does not include pay-per-view. We don't count Barker channels.
Okay.
It's a very legitimate counting. It is 43. In addition, we've got the 30 DMX channels of the audio. Again, we don't count the weather channels twice because there's 30 DMX, 10 of which also have the weather channels built into them.
Okay.
So that's 73, and then we've got the 4 HBO channels, which make 77.
Oh, going on right now, that's right. Okay.
And there's a great reference tool in the training packet which also goes through the channels, and you can see how we counted them. So I would take a look at that.
Okay, that's great.
Thanks for the question.
Okay, yeah, thank you all.
Okay, next question, please. Hello? Who's calling?
This is Carrie from Binghamton, New York.
Hi, Carrie.
Hi, my question is, will the customers who buy from Radio Shack, will they currently get a credit check done with this new campaign?
Do Radio Shack customers get a credit check in this new campaign?
Currently, the answer to that question, Carrie, is no. Although I believe it is being reviewed, that process could change. But as we speak right now, and as of June 23rd, the answer is no. There will actually, we do score those customers on the back end, but it's not contingent upon if they can or cannot get Prime Star. We do store all that history and do run a credit check on them after the fact.
Okay, great. Could we have the next caller, please? Hello?
Apex Digital in St. Louis.
Hello.
I have 2 questions for you.
Mm-hmm.
Under the new warranty, does it follow the same terms and conditions as the existing subscriber agreement in regards to customer neglect and lightning strikes in regards to IRDs?
It's my understanding that the extended warranty, are you going to handle that, Ted?
Yeah. I think I
Go right ahead.
Adam's trying to put his mic on over there, but yes, the worry-free service would be the exact same as what the subscriber agreement currently reads.
Okay, and the second question is on the new database.
Mm-hmm.
Currently we're in an office that works out of 4 spas, and we divide our areas by that spa number, which is the first 8 digits of the account number.
Mm-hmm.
When we go over to the new database, that's going to change, is that correct?
That is correct.
Is there a way we're going to be able to identify the different areas that we are in now, or is it just going to group all up into one?
Very good question. Again, and I'm assuming you have 4 different databases right now that you're managing. It's probably an old TSAT area.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Which that kind of made it cumbersome in the past, but I think your life is going to get easier. Again, what will happen on June 23rd is all new customers are going to be under 8971,000. And your area is going to be determined, it's going to be broken down by management areas. All the regional offices, with the help of the territory offices, basically went out and mapped every single zip code in the country to specific management areas. So you will be able to know by management area where the customers are at.
So basically we can route the same geographical way we're doing now.
Correct.
Without much difficulty.
Right.
Okay,
And
thank you very much.
you should be getting, if you haven't already, you should have a list of all those zip codes and management areas that you're going to be responsible for. If you do not have that, please contact your regional office right now. They do have that, and from what I understand, it has been distributed. So make
Okay.
sure that you're familiar with the area that you're responsible for.
Very good.
Okay. Thanks for holding, and what is your question?
My question's for Cynthia Carpenter. Cynthia, this is Fred Mazurek in Erie. Currently, I'm trying to find out what we're doing for retention. It seems, are we surveying any of the customers that have disconnected? Because what I'm finding in the field is from some of the dealers that also install the other product that 60% of their new customers are coming from Primestar. And we are a target out there. Once we have the pole underground and wires there, the Dish Network people are coming in and putting a dish in for free. They install it for free. And I don't understand if we're spending so much to get them on the front end, are we surveying on the back end to find out why they are disconnecting and get the real message out there to the customer?
Yeah, and I think we'll try to be